Okay, so this is definitely the Pluto message. Okay. I will be time stepping. This will be elemental. Okay. So it'll be by the elements: earth, air, water, fire. Okay. So you have to know where you're at on the spectrum. Also, in every single one of my videos, the planet in the zodiac is very highly aspected. I love to talk about that. So now would be a good time to look up and know where your Pluto is at. And also now would be a good time to understand where your Capricorn is at. And also where your Scorpio is at. Because that's Pluto's child, Scorpio. So understanding where your Scorpio is at, understanding where Capricorn is at in your chart, understanding where Pluto is just aspected, period, is very important. Also your Saturn as well, because Capricorn's ruler is Saturn. Okay. So understanding where Capricorn could be at, where your Saturn is at, where Scorpio could be at, where your Pluto is at. Things like that. Okay. Now be a good time to understand those things. All right. Needless to say, Pluto is the house of transformation. Like I just said, it's the 8th house. The child is Scorpio, and their house is transformation. In this house, this is where the ancestors said the deepest of the deep, the deepest of the deepest depths, and the darkest of the darkest night. Okay. Like a thief in the night. So these are some very Scorpio energy is very occultic. Okay. It's very I think occultic is the best way to say it. I really do like the eighth house. I really think that's really the best way to say it. Okay. Your deepest, darkest desires. Okay. That's that Pluto energy. Power, force, beyond personal control, child. Whew. That's why the ancestors said it the way they said, the deepest of the deepest depths and the darkest of the darkest nights, So Scorpio is the energy of the dark night of the soul. So you could be going through a dark night of the soul. Okay, so where it's dark now, you have to use your power to get out of whatever you're in. Now you have to pick which power you want now. You don't want to get too ahead of yourself, which power you want. That's the Scorpio energy. Do you want to control it or do you want to alchemize it? Okay. It's kind of what yeah. And that's very important. And what I mean by alchemize is collaborate, like collaborations and things like that, and trusting in your natural magic, and trusting in your core values and your boundaries, and that's what you're using to attract what you want instead of going to go and get it, as they say. So yeah, that's the Pluto energy. So with it being in Capricorn, it retrograde to be exact. Okay, again, Capricorn is Saturn's child. It is the house of career. So right now, how do you get your money? Do you have more than one way to get your money? Yeah. And what I mean by that is passive income. Because see, here's the key. It's almost like, again, you have to figure out which side of the spectrum are you on. Are you trying to control or are you trying to alchemize? When you alchemize, you're working on having passive income, and you work on being resourceful. When you control, you work on stealing, literally, or cheating your way to the top, or and controlling other people's money. That's Scorpio, to get there. Stealing, scamming. That's this energy too. You know, to get power, to get control, to get the job, or to get the public image. You know, that's the house of career, the public image, the reputation, the fame. To get the fame, how do you want to be rich, or do you want to be famous? Okay. And if you want to be either or, how has that come about for you? Okay. How do people see you? How are you viewed? What do you do for the collective to have the fame that you have? What are you going to do for the collective to have fame? Okay. Are you ambitious? Okay. Do your life depend on your reputation? You know how you would prefer to heal and work on yourself before you would want to um, go into the world and be someone else. You want to actually be fully yourself before you can be someone else, or be in something else, or be around someone else, or cultivate something for your life. You really got to be whole. Okay. You don't want to be half of nothing, bare of anything, because that's what you would get back. Okay. I'll leave it at that. I am going to timestamp accordingly. All right. I have already pre-shuffled, and I will be using my archetype deck for this. Okay. They're telling me to start off with Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. All right. So we're going to start with air. We're going in a different order today. All right. All right, so let's see what's going on with the air. All right, air. So you have the father. Okay. Ooh, that's beautiful. Okay. So this is the selves. Ooh, that's why I'm getting. The father would kind of be the selves. Archetype. My archetype deck has things like the places, the selves, the tools, and the initiation. Something I love the most about in life, because we're wondering the initiation would be like when life is doing a big one on you. More likely you're going through some sort of initiation. We just got to figure out which one it was. Exactly. The selves, the father is after the mother, and it's 108, and it's the second one. Okay, on the list for these selves, which is in the first book. Okay, well, first book. 111 could be very significant air. Okay, I was flipping the pages and it literally just landed on 111. Okay, you could be star born, star chosen. You're chosen for something. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You need to be trying to figure it out. All right, so it says the father. Okay. Right here. Okay, it says supportive, strategic, regal, kind, authoritative. So this is definitely giving me the emperor. Okay. All right, for sure. All right, so it says the great father, the masculine, the protector. It says alongside the mother, the father resides in the central axis of the architectural, what, family. The father embodies both light and dark aspects of the masculine. Thus, he is infinitely dynamic and complex. His energy is strong and regal, embodying such virtues as honesty, wisdom, and loyalty. Yet, ironically and simultaneously, the father is often absent, literally or emotionally. Though, through absence of or action, the father eventually reveals that he is neither a king or nor a god, but a human being with many flaws and wounds. He is both the guardian and one who leaves us to the wolves. And I can feel that because as I'm healing and doing things on my journey, a lot of people have a tendency to get attached to me and want to be with me all the time. But it's like, no, I'm a guide, and you still have to go and be led to the wolves. Because one thing that you have to understand is this life too is still a fight for you. Okay, it's not for me to fight this fight for you. You still have to fight this thing called life, for your life. Okay, everybody has lives. It's like 1 billion lives here. There's a lot of energy. Okay, so we got to start thinking about it, like thinking of it in that aspect. Okay. It says, here yet gone, the champion and the failure, the father can never resolve and escape this duality. It is inherent in this archetype itself. Witnessing the father's limitation allows a child to grow beyond the family and into the world. Exactly. Because it's like if you, the more that you swaddle energies and coddle energies and things like that, they don't grow. You know, I just told somebody that. I said, I literally just said this to someone too. That's crazy because I literally told someone they asked me about something about their job. And I told them I said I would have fired you, you know, and they said, well, why would you would have did that? I said, because due to the fact that you don't see nothing more in yourself outside of this job, you put this job before your life. And due to the fact that you, just because I would be the one paying you, you would feel like I'm included in that as well. It's almost like the way that you would see people in your life would actually cause you to miss opportunities. You know, I told him, I said, because if that happens one time, that means that you would make me the fault for every time that that happens for you. And I am not in control of your life, the way that you live this thing called life. Okay, I may be a part of your life due to the fact that you are able to work at this job and I'm able to give you a check. But that is all I'm doing in your life. I'm not making sure that you eat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not cooking for you. I'm not cleaning your home for you. I'm not vacuuming your car. I'm not brushing your teeth. It's like all those things that it take to make up you. I just give you one thing so you can continue to do that. So I'm expecting that you're building times 2, 3, 4, 5 on the outside of that with this plus more, you know? So I told him, I said, that's why I would fire you. I said, because the way that you would put me in charge of your life would be exhausting. And I'm simply am just your manager, not even your mom, not even your best friend. I'm just your manager. You know what I'm saying? So it would be a problem, you know? So life now, you need to have more of an understanding of taking control of your life and stop allowing people to do it for you. And that's with simple things, material things and everything. You need to learn how to be more resourceful. Things needs to come from self. That's just it. That's really all you have, because the way that people are going, they're doing the same thing. So that what once was one way is now another. And it's a whole nother way of understanding, you know, that you would never understand because it's coming from self, you know. So air, this is going to be a little cute little transition for you, you know, because I feel like this is going to show you some things about people, places, and things that are around you, what you are given to, what you need to give to cultivate you and move you forward, push you forward. I feel like you're going to be learning a lot of things about self. I just really strongly, wholeheartedly do. You know, self is going to be showing up to show you, that's not how I need to be treated. That's not how I need to be valued. That's just not how it goes with me. Okay? Yeah. It says disappearing, okay? Devastated by failure. And see, that's the thing. That's one thing that would teach someone. The loss of something that they thought was going to stay would teach them how to build something from themselves that will stay. Because where is it going to go if it came from self? So sometimes people have to lose a different way. And sometimes that loss may be you. That time of maybe you, air. You know what I'm saying? That energy may be you. And could be you with you. Taking time away from things that no longer serve you, honey. Okay? So you can get where you're going. All right? Moving on. Okay. I look like I ran out of paper here. But I feel like air was the only one. I feel like air really had a message to say. Okay, I'm hearing water. Okay, I don't even know what the fuck I started it on. That's crazy. Don't even fucking remember. I'll have to go back and figure out myself. Water. Okay. So you have the vow. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's the yellow around for me. Would this be a place or a tool? Let's see. Yeah, I said a tool. Exactly, 216. A tool, the vow. All right. All right, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It says bearing witness to the shift towards destiny. It says the promise, the oath, the contract. When the vow is spoken, the air shifts, karmic ties are formed, and destiny tightens on its axis. Our words and intentions have immense power. There is a reason that great mystic stories of our past often include the recitation of oaths and the mixing of drops of blood as a mark of union. The trickery part is the reciting the vow, no matter how casual, uh, activates the eternal and unseen forces of the world. The ancestors bear witness. The laws of nature respond. These promises cannot be unsaid or forgotten, so breaking them can leave lingering complexities and loose ends. This card calls us to acknowledge the vows we are living by consciously and unconsciously, and either recommit to create a ritual that signifies its closure, okay? Yeah, the vow we are living by. Yeah, and either recommit to it, there it is, or create a ritual that signifies its closure. You've been underestimating the power of your promises, okay? So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, when you ask for something, you have to work on it. Okay, you have to work on things. When you ask for things, you don't get nothing unless you put something into it. Okay, I feel like maybe you guys could be having a problem right now with trusting what your ancestors are telling you. Okay, I'm more than trusting what your ancestors are telling you, doing what it takes to continue that trust. There it is, spirit. Okay, so you could be lacking on spiritual nurturing, okay, spiritual cleansings and things of those natures. Okay, the keep your ancestors closer to you, that way you can feel what you are doing is to be real. I feel like you could be out in this world a lot, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and it's kind of like causing some other voices. I see all of these things up here. Okay, all of those little circles is it's making me think about people. You know, you could be receiving guidance from other people instead of your ancestors, okay, or just instead of spiritual guidance, period. Okay, and I definitely recently had encountered some of those things on my end. Now usually I am always on my spiritual things, to the point where I find like 10 feathers a day. Very connected to the ancestors, right? And the angels and spirits and just the spiritual world. And recently I met some people. I was outside. Usually I am. That's usually where I meet most of my connections at. Like I literally can go outside and just make money. But I was outside and I met a group of people. And I chose to allow them to read me. Just me. You know, I'm very open and I'm very social, you know, and things of those nature. So I chose to do those things. And it's crazy because that's not what my ancestors said. And even though some of the points were factual, I feel to take what resonate, leave what don't. Only if I'm looking though, you know, because a lot of times my ancestors don't leave me like that. They give me what resonate. I don't have to worry about what don't. They're like kind of already handling that. You know, so I had to look at that in a different aspect, you know. And for a second, it made me kind of like feel like, wow, like the truth is always in the pudding. You know, it made me know that I am who I say I am, you know. And it's crazy because right after that energy shifted in, you, my ancestor was like, oh, I got something for you. So since you want to feel like somebody else is before us after all of this time, I'm going to shift something in so you see that there is no one else before us. And I was like, oh. So there was another situation that came up and it just wrapped it all up. And I was like, damn. So whatever was told the first time was just to throw me off my path. And I clearly seen it. I'm going to make a video about it. It's like spiritual attachments. A lot of people have spirits and things that are attached to them. Okay, please don't get it confused. The spiritual world just works just like Stranger Things. Okay, everybody, there are people out to get you there too. There are spirits and ancestors and things out to get you too. That's why you have to make sure that you're working with pure ancestors that are wanting to get you on your path and keep you there to protect you and things of those natures. So there's just like how we moving around, they are too. Okay. Just like how we got to get it, how we live, they do too. So just like how some of us do what we got to get by, they do too. You know, so, and I noticed how that was just a shift of energies that wanted to just try it. I have moments and I literally see it like, you know how you like splash something? I have little splashes every now and again, you know, where they're just like trying to splash on what I know, mess up my, you know, like if you paint a nice, beautiful picture on a Canva and somebody just come out, just splash paint on it. It's something like that. It's like, too late, baby. It's already been painted. I can literally repaint this over, or I can recreate on top of this. Like it literally was just saying, like recreate on top of this and plus more, you know, reclaim it or recreate with it or move on and create new. You know, and that's what I chose to do in that moment. It was like I've already created my Canva when it comes to certain things in my life, so I'm going to keep moving forward, okay, and recreating and creating. It's like I'm doing two things at once, you know, because a lot of people are messing up what I already have laid in place, but I don't allow that to stop me. You know, I'm devoted to what I do, so I make sure I nurture every single thing that's in my life. The vow, I nurture it. You know, so I'm nurturing myself. If there's anything that's coming along, I'm always in hermit. I'm always examining. I'm always taking accountability, being vulnerable and communicating with my ancestors. That's something I don't stray away from. So when moments come up like that, we all take it serious this way. Okay. It's either me or you. And before the end of the day, we're going to figure it out. It's one of the two. And if it's both of us, everybody got a message, you know? So stop not trusting your ancestors and what you know to be true. You know, stop believing other people, places, and things when it comes to you. Trust yourself, and that's what that really taught me too. Because how I'm gonna hear something and then I ain't talked to this person the second time, the second call I got, and they pick up where the first person left off at, and it was nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, like I ain't talked to you in a while. How you know? So the universe always will test you, and when you awaken to the test, they'll shift it in to make sure that you know you're always doing your best. And I was like, exactly, because either way I go about that situation, I know I'm right, and I know I'm doing the healing steps that I'm supposed to be doing to get the answers that I need, and I'm going to stay devoted to those things. I vow to those things, making sure that I'm the best that I can be for what I'm asking for, you know, put a vow to that. And that could be something that's very significant to you, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, okay? Putting up, you know, taking things in your life, taking your life more serious. Every part of your life more serious, not just one part, okay? Not the fact that you know you got to eat and your lights on. No, you just need to be taking your life serious, period, okay? Be devoted to you. Be devoted to your ancestors. Be devoted to what you can do for the world. Everything. Be devoted to what you know to be true, the unseen, the unknown. Be devoted. These are not going to have timestamps. That's so fucking crazy. Because I'm not going to go back and do no timestamps. I'm not. All right. So next I am hearing Earth. Okay. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I'm doing it. I already have some of this pre-shuffle here. All right. So you have the riddle. Okay. Okay, what would this be? Tools? Yeah, tools, the riddle, exactly. 214. Oh, okay, there it is. All right, so it says a great awakening or aha moment. Okay, it says the puzzle, the question, the mystery. When the riddle is present, one must stop searching for the right answer. It cannot be found, and ultimately it is not important. Rather, there must be a shift from the literal to the metaphysical, metaphorical, from logic to mystic. You are thinking too small and literally about the situation. Ooh, you're not taking something in consideration. You're thinking too small about the situation. Ooh. Yeah, you're not taking something in consideration. You're thinking too small, Earth. And with this being this Pluto and Capricorn, you could be thinking too small about your whole entire life and what's to come to it, child. Okay. It says the riddle card appears when the energy is deep and mysterious, like the elusive wisdom in a zen. Focusing harder won't do it, neither will increasing effort. Time, surrender, and humor are your only allies. What feels like not pressuring dilemma won't reveal its deeper wisdom for a long time. Eventually, you will learn a profound lesson from the riddle. For now, get comfortable with the limitations of your intellect and the reality of not knowing. It may, in fact, be the only reality there is. That's deep. That's deep there. One must stop searching for the right answer. Yeah, because Taurus for Capricorn, you could be in that energy of like, I'm hearing, I know I'm right. I gotta be right. That's right. Yeah. See, I say this all the time. Life is not about right and wrongs. Life is about lessons and blessings. I don't believe in life being about right and wrong. I feel like it should be better said. Lessons lead you to your blessings. And I feel like right now you need to look at your lessons a lot better. Take your lessons in consideration. Okay. You're not taking something in consideration. Okay. You're so focused on being right and being something. You're so focused on something. This is your earth energy, which would be like reputation and respect and public, your public image could even be important here too. Like you're so focused on keeping your public image that you're falling apart at home, trying to get it so right, but you're not examining that it's not about that authenticity is not about showing up right. It's about showing up authentic, pure, honest. Okay. I'm just really getting Earth. You're not taking something in consideration right now. Okay. Whatever that means to you. Okay. Fire. Okay. Fire is the kiss. We don't have to go all the way, baby. We can do some things. Things I want here. We don't have to go all the way. Okay, the kiss is definitely tools. Okay, because listen. 228. Okay. So it says sensual, expressive, merging, inviting, the touch, the chemistry, the sex. Yeah, I was just getting that because that's what that song I was getting. We don't have to go all the way, but baby, we can do some things. Things I like to hear, something like that. That's an old song, okay? And I was getting like love, okay? So it says, before it first kiss, the air is electrified. Each breath of it is alive in possibility and magic. What will their lips be like? Their tongue? Do they want me in return? The kiss is a heightened sensation of merging with another, of letting in what was moments ago separate. To become one, it is risky but beautiful business. These moments forever change us as we move past the solitary self towards union and acceptance. This card suggests true intimacy is around the corner, which requires bravery and surrender. When the kiss takes a non-human form, it may be experienced as a touch, the sacred, hearing a whisper, or being graced by a divine being. You will recognize the presence of this kiss by cold chills and the awakening of the heart. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, fire. So I'm getting two things here, fire. So I'm definitely getting two things and maybe two things off of those two things. Okay, so the first thing is you definitely could have met your soulmate, and maybe your soulmate has awakened your heart chakra and you have actually physically felt it, or you get chills. There's something about soul energy there. You could intertwine your soul energy. Okay. Also, I'm the second thing I'm getting is your ancestors are near as well. So I'm getting a collective where their ancestors are near with them right now, nurturing them, caring for them, and providing the energy that you need around you, the love that you're asking for until that love comes. And I'm also getting with another collective that love is already, you have already met this energy and it has opened up your heart chakra, and that is what is about to come into you. Okay. So I'm definitely getting soul family, soulmate energy in this fire, okay? So things are going to be aligning for you. I'm definitely getting I'm hearing your moon. I'm hearing this message is for if your moon is in fire and if your Venus is in fire, okay? Okay? Your moon is in fire and if your Venus is in fire. Okay? That's okay. If your moon is in fire and your Venus is in fire, the ancestor said that is the message for you and your soulmate. You've already met them, and the union is about to come into play. All the other energies that are in this fire energy, those are your ancestors that are near you, trying to nurture you and push you through some sort of healing, so you can receive, okay, this energy. All right. So you got to take which side of the spectrum you're on. If you've already met your soul energy, your heart chakra has awoken. Okay, you feel a heart chakra awakening. That's what they said. If you are on the other end when it's coming to your ancestors, you're having a lot of chills. Like you probably can't even go nowhere without, ooh, the man says, ooh, getting the Jew, they give me chills, chills. Yeah. There's a lot of love being around you in that aspect. That's what that means. Okay, so you got to take which side of the spectrum you are on. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. All right. Where's my bookie? That is all, guys. I send many blessings to all of you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy this Pluto in retrograde in Capricorn. Peace.